Yo, what up guys, how you doing today? It's your boy King J, coming at you another commentary, and I'm bringing some Call of Duty gameplay. We're here on the map Shipment, playing some Vanguard, and I got the Helix out. I believe it's a variant of the well gun. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay in the background. It's some domination. I actually dropped 70 kills, and on this map, every time you spawn, you be dying, but it's actually entertaining gameplay. I got some streaks. I held my own. I did my thing. So you guys enjoy the gameplay in the background. But this video, I actually wanted to talk about the Fresh Prince of Bel Air reboot. And it's called Bel Air. It came out around last month. We're here now on the episode number 7. That's all the episodes we have so far. And I've watched every single one of them. But I wanted to do a summary of each episode, and we're going to start off with the very first episode. So if you guys like this, I will be making more of these, and I will do them over different TV shows as well. This might remind you of my top 5 Netflix shows, but this is more current, up to date. I'm not really using Netflix anymore. I'm using a different TV service. If you want to hear about that, talk to me about it in the comment section. I'll let you know what I'll be using on my Fire Stick. Now, the show, it starts off with Will. He's in Philadelphia, West Philly, and he's on the basketball team. He's actually having an opportunity to join a college in North Carolina. He has a full scholarship, but he throws it all away because there's another person hating on him, saying that they could be better at him at basketball. They was like, yeah, if I didn't get locked up or whatever and thrown off the team, I would have been the star player, and you would have been giving me Gatorade, nigga. And it was this guy named Daryl, and he was like, yeah, you could pull up to the court or whatever, and I'll beat you any day. And he had a strap on him, and Will felt offended because of that, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm not about to let somebody talk shit about me and hold me in my own hood. Like, I'm gonna go to that court. And his friend Trey was with him at the time, and he was like, bro, this shit happened like 3 hours ago, man. You can't just let it go. He was like, nah, man. Like, this is my hood. Nobody not about to do me like that. He was like, you got my back or nah? You riding or no? And he was like, yeah, you know I got your back. I'm riding with you. So Trey says, I got my piece with me just in case, because he already had his piece. And they get to the basketball court, and he was like, me and my boy Trey versus one of your friends, whoever garbage ass nigga you got, we gonna beat y'all. And basically, there's a plug that's up there that the dude is working for, Daryl, and his name is Rashad. And Rashad is like, oh, you gonna come over here, Will, like you run shit? He was like, all right, the loser gonna work for me, and if you win, you get $2,000. And he was like, all right, can I have my money in all 20s? And he was like, just play the game, cocky motherfucker. So they started playing the game, and Will and his boy Trey ends up winning the game. But after the game is over, Daryl, he gets mad and he throws the basketball at Rashad. And he's like, who threw that shit? And Will was like, nah, my homie didn't throw that shit. Trey didn't throw that shit. And he was like, you just mad because your boy Daryl lost and all that shit. Now give me my money. I want my ducats and shit. He was like, man, shut the fuck up. They started jumping his friend Trey. And all of a sudden, Will goes to his book bag and he just pulls out the strap that Trey had, and he starts shooting it in the air. Rashad had tried to run up on Will, and Will like punched him in the face. And then he pointed the gun at him, and he was like, he said, don't point no gun at me unless you gonna use it. But he didn't use it. The police came and they locked Will up, and that's how he got sent to California with all that, what was going on. After that happens, he gets out of jail. He was only in jail for like a day. The guy Rashad, that's the plug that was going to give the $2,000 to Will and his friend for winning the game, he's up in jail with Will. And he's like, man, you must have snitched because you got out of jail so fast and shit, man. Fuck this little snitch ass bitch. But he didn't snitch. His Uncle Phil, if y'all all know, he was always a lawyer on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So he pulled some strings and did some type of magic and got Will out of all that trouble. And Will's in the car with his mom, and it's a lot of awkward silence when he's in the car with his mama, because she's like pissed off at Will, and he's like, say something to me, mom. And she was like, what were you doing with the gun, pulling it out on a drug dealer? And he was like, mom, it wasn't mine. And she was like, who gun was it then? But he didn't say nothing. And she wanted some answers, and she was like, well, you can't stay here in Philly anymore, Will. I'm sending you away. You're about to get a flight to Bel Air. You're going to be in LA, California, with your auntie and your uncle, Aunt Vivian. And he's like, I don't even know them. We haven't talked to them in years. And she was like, it doesn't matter. They love you and they're going to take care of you. And your uncle already pulled some strings. You have nothing to worry about now. He got all those charges off of you. And you got to start over now in California, Will. And he's like, all my friends are here. He's like, my basketball team, everybody that I met ever since I was a kid. I love Philly. And she was just like, you threw that shit away when you pulled that gun out, all right, Will? So after the plane fight, he actually meets Jazz. And that's his homie right there. And he's going to be his Uber driver at first. And he's like, can you pull this joint over for a minute, man? I want to get some fresh air. And he was like, where you from? North or west? And he was like, I'm from West Philly. And he was like, don't let this city change you. A lot of people come out here and they work 3 jobs and they pay $3,000 of rent and have 6 roommates and a whole bunch of parking tickets just to live out here. He said this city will make or break you. And Will was like, all right. So he gets to the house, and the first person that he meets is Jeffrey, and that's the butler. And he gives Jazz like $200. I think he only wanted like $150 for the ride though, but he finessed Jeffrey to give him some more money because they saw that house and they was just like, damn, what kind of family you got, Will? This is a fucking mansion. So when he walks inside, he meets his Aunt Vivian, and they're having a party for their Uncle Phil. So Uncle Phil is actually running for district attorney. That's what the party's for. Aunt Vivian is concerned about Will, and she's wondering if he's okay. And he said, yeah, I'm okay. I just got in a little fight. My mom's got scared, and I had to go to my auntie and uncle to Bel Air. So he said, I wanted to get some food, meet my cousins, walk around the party a little bit, if that's okay. And she was like, all right, I think that's good. I don't see a problem in that. So they walk over to the kitchen and they meet Hillary. And Hillary is big on Instagram. She says she got like 3,000 people in her live right now. And she was showing everybody some food that she made. And her mom, Aunt Vivian, was just like, turn that off right now, or your phone gonna be up in the pool with 3,000 viewers. So she helped Will get some clothes to wear, because Carlton was supposed to have a growth spurt, but he never reached his growth spurt. So he had some clothes that was too big for him, and Will puts on one of the suits, and he looks fly up in that suit. He has like a fresh pair of shoes to go with it and everything. And he goes downstairs to party, and Uncle Phil is conversating with some other important people, and he interrupts him, and he just wanted to say thank you for pulling all those strings that he did pull to get him out all that trouble that he was in up in Philly. So after he talks to Uncle Phil for a little minute, he meets his little cousin Ashley, and she's asking him how he's doing, and he was like, it's little Ashley, it's so good to see you. And he sees the chef, and the chef can make him anything that he wants you know, they at a party and it's kind of bougie. So he asks for a Philly cheesesteak and he hooks it up. And he was like, yeah, you made this just like back at home. Thank you, man. And he start tearing that thing up and he meets Lisa. And that's actually Carlton's ex-girlfriend. And after that happens, Carlton shows up. He talks to Will for a little while. And Uncle Phil said, you should show Will around the school. And I think Carlton had some little lacrosse game going on or practice. And he told him to go out and have some fun and do what you do. Just don't get in trouble or make me look bad. So Will finds Lisa and she's doing her little swimming practice. And he talks to her for a little while. And after that, Will meets back up with Carlton. And they're in the locker room, and Carlton has a white friend named Connor, and he's up in the locker room, and he's saying nigga this, nigga that, and he's singing Bobby Smurder, hot nigga, and Will is like really mad. He's like, you're not allowed to say nigga. And it kind of pisses Carlton off because he says all the rappers put those words in the music for white people to hear them. And he was like, you can't be mad for Connor repeating something one of his favorite rappers is saying. So later on, Will and Carlton go to a party that Connor is having, and Carlton sees Will with Lisa and he gets very pissed off. And he pushes Will in the pool, and Lisa, since she's on the swim team, she jumps in the pool and gets Will out of the pool because I don't believe he knows how to swim, and that really caught him off guard. He's just like talking to the girl, and he ended up kissing her, and this nigga comes out of nowhere, pushing him into the pool. Once Will gets out the pool and he gets back conscious and Lisa makes sure he's okay, he hears Carlton talking to like Connor and some other people, and he was like, yeah, he's okay, dude's just acting like a big drama queen. And he runs over to Carlton, and I think Connor had some shit to say to Will, and he punches Connor in the face. And then Carlton acts like he wanted to get buck with Will, like he was hard, and Will just knocked his ass out and started beating his ass onto the ground. But he deserved it. Like, he shouldn't have pushed him in the pool for no reason like that. But I understand that he was mad because Will was pursuing a girl that he once dated, that he probably did smash. So that's some feelings involved in that and everything. Now, when the show goes on, it's going to be very interesting. Episode number 2 is really good. If you guys like this commentary, we're going to go talk about episode 2. We're going to talk up to episode 10. And then we're going to talk about another TV series that I've been watching as well, like Power or All American Homecoming. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Make sure you leave it a like. Make sure you leave it a comment. And as always, deuces. It's been your boy King J. Something that I forgot to tell you guys. Carlton is a cokehead on this new Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I never remember him doing coke on the old one, but on this one he is. And his friend Connor kind of hyped him up and pointed over to Will, and he was like, she looks like she's moving on already. And he was talking about Lisa because she was all kissed up and hugged up on Will by the pool. And that made Carlton real mad, and that's when he pushed him in the pool and all that shit. Now, this Fresh Prince of Bel Air is up to date. It's not in the 90s anymore. Like I did tell you, Hillary was on Instagram when Will walked up in the house and first met Aunt Vivian. Now, Hillary used to be on her newsgirl shit on like the old Fresh Prince of Bel Air, On this one, it seems like she's more focused on cooking food and shit like that. And you know, they just changed up a few things and made it modern and everything. And it's a pretty good show. It's not really funny as fuck like how the old one was. It's kind of more serious. It's like a drama. But I hope you guys really do go watch it and let me know what you guys think about it too. And I hope I put you on to something that you like to watch.